together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, all we want for see, all we want for see, without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Till the end they say, all we want for see, vote without violence. All we want for see, all we want for see, vote without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, Feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. Indeed, all we want for see during this election, I vote without violence. Good afternoon and welcome to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TD and Africa Media. We where they bring the program come to you. Me your name na AMADU S-Bar.
And me your name na EZEKIEL KOROMA.
If I will them know, inside the program Current Events, we can talk about seeing them where they happen now we can't see Mama Salon, like now. Seeing them where don't happen where they in public discourse, with people then they give their opinion about. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by sending you text message or call, so the number where they shown on the screen and make your contribution on the program. Tell me what's in the happen in your community, tell me what's in the happen around you, or if you get anything with TD and Africa Media, suppose where you want to let TD and Africa Media investigate and report, but as long as it gets credibility, we go gladly do so, because we didn't have for bring fumble them independent, credible, and unbiased news. Today inside the program, my colleague EZEKIEL go highlight the things them who want for talk about.
All right, so we inside the program today, current events, we want to just bring to now what is going on right now at the ECSL office. That the ECSL gets a meeting with political parties, with partners, and the media as well, and therefore discussing them with the elections activities. And again, we therefore also look into one foreigner with a whole with a pistol na party, and we therefore get the details as they go. Then finally, we therefore also talk about Mr. Mohamed Kone, the ECSL boss, where he get for respond to rumors where they go on say elections not get for take place June 24. So na stay blessed as we they go for a short time. We will come back and talk on them in there detail.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TD and say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TD and say, all we want for see. All we want for see. All we want for see. TD and say, all we want for see. All right, fumble them. Welcome back to the program Current Events. If you just join me, remember say yourself your opinion matter inside this program here. So as you go call me or text me to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. We go read them out as your opinion very much important to this particular program here. So where we discuss about things that where they happen now we country. And if fumble them know, not the way in you stop past the election business guides now.
Sure.
So for that reason, most of the times we want for the engaged people them with the latest on election developments them or developments around the election preparedness. And today the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone don't engage political parties and international partners, observers, and as well as the media for updates them on waiting them plan for do for meet up the June 24 election where we all they look forward to. So then call the political parties them for respond to some of the claims then we some of the political parties them they don't make, and for as well give them updates as to how far ECSL don't go in terms of preparing documents for the election. And one of the cases then we fumble them all know the top priority case among the request way the party then don't make so far, especially the main opposition, All People's Congress, being gets for do with the voter register. And today, finally, the ECSL boss don't say the voter register done they available, and then go make all political parties finally able get the voter register so that then go start for go through as the minor request for him initially. So we want for more small parts, some of the things that we then discuss now the press conference where we don't take highlights of, and I believe say the press conference is ongoing. But then I think like good news, firstly to start with, especially with the area of the voter register, Ezekiel.
Yeah, of course. I think we said on the top this, and we thank God that the ECSL will pull now the voter register, and we believe saying that the real one now, because remember, they will pull other one the way the opposition say, not to in the want. And we pray that this one not go like kind of this way again, you know. So I think once done they come on, and I believe the opposition parties, even the smaller parties, even though they're not too care, but like maybe themselves go look at them and see how they go able to get some problems them way in the list. So I think it good that the ECSL starts for begin look at things the way they for do. Just like we say now them functions, now they work that one day for do. So if now you work there you know one do and people they remind you for do them, they at the end of the day you do them, I think everybody they happy for you. Yeah. So like we say, the press conference is ongoing, and Bokutin and the way they highlighted at the press conference, we like you know, for just try for clear out some doubts them and some complaining and see which is the way forward in order for address the elections, I mean problems, and so we at least at the end of the day we will get free and fair elections results, you know, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, like you state rightly, it is a good thing that the ECSL don't finally meet to the request of the political parties, which by law is not supposed to be a request, but 9 mandates we they been supposed to don't fulfill prior to this time, and a lot of political parties been they wish they not be for don't. I mean, wait up until now, or like 1 or 2 political parties being for them, I mean, say, oh, we want the voter register, we want the voter register, we want the voter register before they make it available. Yes, it is good they don't do it now, but again, that's not the reason why when once an institution is charged with a responsibility, that institution therefore make sure say then go all out in implementing the mandates of that institution day with no iota of doubt. Because the moment where you begin for create a scene, say, oh, pass then ask you, or like people that they tell you, what you not say you're supposed to do. You know? And we go on forget the political party their reactions, really. As much as we know say they were there, they all attend, and they all been the hope say, then call them in order for let them go able for settle all of these things. But like you said rightly, it's not about releasing the voter register, not so for release, but the voter register really gets all waiting is supposed to get. It capture all that is supposed for capture.
Yeah.
Now then this voter register also, it could be another question again. And like you state rightly, when the first documents been come out, we been get for do it, the polling centers. Of course, from my own perspective, this time my own opinion, I think both the opposition and the ECSL, they may misunderstand themselves by that. Because me, the moment when we see the documents, I know saying that polling centers, they may try for highlight. I'm not being for saying like saying a voter register that. Yeah. So it was very, very much visible. So on both sides, but ECSL could be blamed for that because them for don't communicate prior to the release of that document. They say we release a document and so document now for identify
the pools them or the centers will get for use as polling centers for the election or election day. So you find out say there was a mixed feeling. So now for the voter register, since ECSL don't announce now say the voter register available and then go make them then they try to get them ready for let all political parties go get access to them. I think say there is going to be an electronic means according to the explanation so far we get from I mean going through the press conference.
Yeah.
You notice say that I like the incident they again. So it good, and this not some of the things that we can talk about Ezekiel. ECSL supposed for the engage political parties more often. You know,
yeah.
If then they engage them, I don't believe say all them misconceptions or misunderstanding we in there between them and the political parties them, enough for they happen.
Yeah.
Because like we say rightly yesterday, Naya, nothing no there for hype on this election. ECSL charged with the responsibility for stay clean in all of this, not an independent body.
Yeah.
So how then go able for show that an Independence Day now by creating an open playing field and the openness people then for so see and that they don't forget no doubt up to the day where the ECSL go finally announce say after the election where people then vote. Now this not the number we will come and now this person you also young percentage will score. Now this person young percentage will score. Now this not the winner of this particular election. And then you know we forget doubt. If you create that platform day for, and especially the people that wait for create that platform day for are the political parties. Because the political parties then get the power for go tell them people then anything and for let them people then believe them.
Sure.
Then get the sympathy of their supporters. Then how the supporter go sympathize with ECSL. ECSL, yes, the job when they do now a very technical job. Then therefore be very careful how then they do them. But other than go understand that technicality, are the political parties. Therefore, every technical part of the process in this election, therefore involve the political parties.
Yeah.
If not involving them 100%, but involve them at least 40%, let them see pantap, what's in the happen, because the election, you know one left everything to their back, so then self not go take advantage too much. But let's say you involve them, you consult them, you make sure say now you and them they in every decision that they make.
Sure.
So tomorrow anything come out of the election, nobody no go see you for being a rogue, nobody no go see you for being somebody who don't get credibility.
Sure.
And you're not going to be held accountable for any atrocity we go spring up in the process of election. But if you don't make everything clear to the political parties by delivering the mandates of the institution, which now for make sure say you supervise all election, all aspects of the election. I mean, me not believe say political parties go continue for they misinform the political party supporter them,
yeah.
or the political party go get bad feeling about the ECSL. Now, like what the ECSL don't call the political parties, you don't create room for the political parties but go sit down. They look into waiting when I don't go tell them and react accordingly. But if you just keep everybody on the fence, nobody don't know what they happen next. I mean, you not go get nobody for all responsible but yourself.
Sure.
Because transparency is one of the attributes, supposed to be one of the attributes of that particular institution day. So it's very obvious that the ECSL for they get this engagement with the PPLC. This PPLC, I mean, when are the political parties liaison committee? Na committee where for the meet like regularly for able for plan around election, especially when you know once forget one person can talk this, another person can talk this.
Yeah.
Now in them process, then you get misinformation and disinformation at the same time, because you know once forget this person they say this and another person they say the other thing. But if we not get the liaison committee for they speak with one voice, then the people of this country go be assured that we go get a peaceful, free, fair election. Because a lot of people already get doubts if we forget that day. Because we don't already they see the opposition, they show say there is no way the ECSL they listen to them, then calls them with and don't they make over the months going into this election business proper one. And very, very important that the ECSL for the do the engagement there. I mean, another thing really when it comes to this particular engagement and to the release of the voter register. I don't know if they don't release it to them, but to say the voter register available now, now very welcoming news. Welcoming news.
Yeah, yes. I think about the youth church one side where we say with the open belief say nothing over for wrong again with the voter registration list, because looking at the time we don't left now, and if we get a major problem there, it also affects the fair conduct of the election.
Sure.
Because it have to take time to make the address the issues and they. Because looking at what's in this list so now, where they don't actually say get for then don't they talk up last month and look at the time where they release them. So with the open press say all then mismatch of names, all everything, then for them position them back.
Yeah.
Because people they register before then publish them. Yeah, so all the mistakes and the spellings of the person correct names, other things, and maybe I don't know, some ID cards where like you're not going to identify person.
Yeah.
Well, there be a book where at least they will not print colored painting of then voters' names there, so that when you go able for like identify the person, say okay, yes, the person is, and I register and look at the face, looking something like that. So the open press say the list, the voter register list will come out, it will be authentic. Will not get major problems. They will go delay back the elections in activities or in fairness, But since the conference they go on, and myself, I listen and even for pick one or two things. I found out say the Secretary General of the APC party make statements, and in his statement he talk about the campaign violence where they as party don't they get some parts of the SLPP the strongholds, and again he make mention of my 91, that not a thing we hide, because like somebody make a statement in the world where say most of them in the way APC they claim as violence during the term for campaign, they're not being seen, but when come correct that side, they say the things and evidence, and they see pictures, they see videos of the violence cases them will take place during the time. And they also cite examples, say during SRPP in their own time for campaign, nothing like that they happen. They see in the peace they go. They say why? Because the opposition give them time, they don't go to the activities. They make sure so they go about their business. When it comes to their own time, you know, they face that kind of thing they have. So he asked the PPRC for looking into that and also assured them before they left today the conference that then things are not going to happen again.
Exactly.
And which is good. And after that, we also get somebody in at the representative, and we will recall a name way from the Sierra Leone People's Party. Instead, come up and also make the same complaints. Say, well, he started now the Tonkulili district where there is a violence take place against the SLPP. They on term where one councillor, you know, like say aggressive things towards the chief at the village here. And so instead of make complaints, even though the Secretary General say during the SLPP then campaign, nothing like this, no they see, you know, they happen. But like when the man, the representative from the SLPP come up, say, well, you know, kind of make reference on the Secretary General, then the spokesperson or representative from the APC for say debunk and something like that, but you just come and present, make your presentation. As then serve as party, then be bullied during you know, campaigns. So like we don't know actually, but and we come for understand so when the PPRC, somebody they make your statement, he encouraged the different political parties and for empower the media would they follow the campaigns that for focus that any violence activities will take place, then capture that one day. Because he they help for investigate which they go on.
Exactly.
You know, so he encouraged them and capture that one day, strong one, and so that they go no say people in SSM go see say okay now this now take place. You know, we just come, he claims say now this then do you they not get any pictorial evidence, any video evidence, you know, so that's not the response of the PPRC. So I believe say just like within a representative from the APC they try for say make they assure them fully that what they happen enough for happen again. And I believe say the different people go actually assure the two political parties for see say the violence continue for cease, continue for stop, so that you know go disturb you know the running of this election. Because Sierra Leoneans no one for see say these elections be disturbed or it creates any violence after and even during the election. You know, for see that happen.
Yeah, that's not true. And when you be they talk about the APC Secretary General, Mr. Lansana Dumbuya Esquire, he go tell you say there's a very serious problem still with politics, that's alone. And you know go argue say then thing and the way see what they happen. We all know say they happen. And it happen just like we talk and so. Salon people get this mentality saying I wouldn't have power and I wouldn't in control. Anything I do it fits me. So you see people them as much as we the rightful institution them we get the mandates for give dates to people for campaign. Don't say this party A or party B and then get so day for campaign.
Yeah.
You for don't know say as a citizen, you don't get no rights. Yeah? No matter how you like your party, say that day. For that one grand day, just see like we don't mix for party business.
Sure.
Because when you do that, we all know how political system they like in these parts of the world. Political system not that mature it. Where I go say, you tell me something, I tell you something, I beg your pardon. I tell you something based on the facts we are don't gather.
Yeah.
Or we argue gently, without nobody know I'm bugging company, without we know use any vulgar.
Sure.
So this thing about with politics, we get to pay attention small to this area of preaching against violence. And then the political leader then gets a great role for play in that instance. They get great role for play regarding that. Because now waiting then do, waiting then say, now in they determine the strength of the grassroots.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So much attack on the opposition, now the ruling government is stumble. But we know they really attack them day on the ruling government, now the strongholds of the main opposition. Even the one with a free tongue, we no wonder he say they attack there. Because you're supposed to be one of the main center for the opposition party. But we still see the opposition party, they maintain the peace. So the ruling party for really maintain the peace. Not because I'm not in a power of officer, I'm above the law.
Sure.
Because if you are not held accountable now, you will be held tomorrow. For anything will happen in this country, then one thing with government leaders, not for the forget. Whatever you do now, there is a law where say them for come after you for what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one thing where we leader they second forget and their mind. Say I'm not for do no more.
Oh.
You know? All right, family, them the program where you watch the current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they shown on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. This is the current events. Call me, tell me what's in the happen at your area, what's in the happen at your community, or if you got anything where you want to give me heads up on follow, investigate and report, we go gladly do so as long as na a credible news. We gather around a reporter. We go for a short music break. We come back just now.
Now the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TDN they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TDN they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. TDN they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TDN they say, vote without violence. Vote in peace. Vote without violence. TDN they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. TDN they say, all we want for vote without violence. All we want for sin. All we want for violence. Now not the time we for better, we country, we for come.
All right, family, welcome back to the program Current Event. We come to the TDN Africa Media from Monday to Friday, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, Sunday. This night program we discuss things that will happen at the country, inside Freetown, inside Bambali, inside South, North, any parts of the country waiting and they happen we there for you now. Then they will there for discussing and they yourself can call we, you can make a comment and tell you waiting they go on at your area. We not say nothing them you want for share with TDN Africa Media. So we will continue for discuss on the things same way now current and AMADU. And just like in the previous, before we go to the break, you talk about one thing where I also seen one for talk on because it sounds relevant here, or important for we listeners and really understand. I know sometimes we look at the political system here in Africa, or to be specific in Sierra Leone, you know, say when a ruling government or a ruling party in a power, you know, then supporters, they see them when it comes to violence, you know, they see them and they suffer a lot, you know, and we know they see them in any political activities, you know, say, or then tell you say, na this, they don't do them, or na this, then suffer from this violence. No, you know, they happen, you know, you know, can easily see them, but rather, they see the opposition, they suffer a lot, you know, when they see waiting on pass over the years, see how the strong pull of the oppositions them. They see that they victimize and supporters, you know, that they actually do things away, you know, everybody on the glad they accept the possible way they do them, you know, so that they tell you say things they go on well, you know, actually they go on well because there is this biasness inside the political system amongst the politicians them, you know, he always the favor his brother or his sister. We know say na the supporter. You know, we they see amongst them when are respectable people in the society where people can listen to. When they see them they come up with a statement say you are a supporter of these political parties. Now you like salon. They say all the statements and they, which of course that's not supposed to be. You know, he don't really gain the power. So all he can do is rule well because not to you hand away support the rule, but they rule the Sierra Leoneans. Whether they vote in, they not vote in, you know, now they rule. Now the country don't take over. You know, they take over as a political party, where they take over or run a whole state. You know, so in there, everybody take them equal. When it comes to justice, do your best, provide justice to the people, especially the poor one. You know, many at times, what they go on at the court, now the poor one, and the one that we not get money, they suffer, or the one that we not affiliated with the current government, they suffer. You know, so all of them today, we actually need to look into that. We political parties or politicians get sense over that one day. You know, it not mean say where you in governance, you are in control of. Is by law you are in control of everything. But like you have to rule your people with love, you know, with that kind of care and respect for life. You know, we just rule people like animals. Any side you begin can pack. Any side go with fire power. Any side go make you discomfort your own people. And at the end of the day, you same one you get for come back na the communities, you get for come back na the towns, you get for come back na the village. Come and campaign, talk people. You know, when they don't give the mandate for rule now, you begin to take an advantage or opportunity for to bounce on the people. You know, so like in as much as they see how the conference will go on, and I believe say tomorrow we will give Famble them the outcome of the conference and see which are the final words of the PRC, the ECSL, and other partner people we witness the conference. But like I want to also comment on the two statements that will come up from APC and SAP. You know, which are the assets from the two speakers? I'll start with the SLPP. When they make a complaint, they call them complaint. Yeah. Yes, when they make a complaint as to the violence we themselves suffer as a party, especially at the Tonkolili district. And I don't know, but I don't see a kind of any statements as to why, as to for support in claims for say really these things are going on, or then they actually affected, you know, the confidence, you know, you read the body language, then continue, you know, they see actual, like say, now something where as a party, they really suffer violence during this political party. Yeah. You know, they see that kind of weight they as compare to waiting, I mean, the other side, not the SFP, not the APC, you know. Yeah. And the social media there, and I believe now, and it's really happened, they see a video of where they tell you, say, now, it happened. Yeah. You know, so it's not an hiding anymore. I make the political, the PPRC, the representative talk say, the media of them political parties need for be vigilant and for show or for video take pictures of what thing they go on during the campaign. Agreed. Because that will serve as evidence for sure say, yes indeed, so political parties suffer violence during the time for campaign. You know? So I mean, but all which are the says, they just open believe say the violence where SLPP they suffer from the Tonkolili, we want to see evidences of the videos or even the pictures so that we go kind of convince over the statement of that person where they make complaint during the conference. Yeah. Yes. So they open see them kind of videos in there, and once you see them, then we'll come back and try to analyze and see how these things are going.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, Famble, then, if you just join with the program where you watch a current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by texting or calling the number where they at the screen, or you drop your comments now the comment section. You go read them out as your opinion, very matter to the discussion, so they get there. Also today, one of the things that the ECSL will do now for release the soft copy of how the candidates then get for day now the ballots paper. So for the benefits of reviewers them, we want to start with the western area for today, because we want to start with the western area, and tomorrow we go take the other districts them and show that to Famble them. Then pull out how the presidential candidates then get for day na the ballot paper, and how the mayoral candidates then get for day na the ballot paper, and as well as how people then get for votes. This is one of the most important things that we want for let people there already get awareness of. Yeah. Where you come from councillor, where you come from member of parliament, you not ever see the person name, you go only see the political party. So now for the benefit of reviewers them, we want to start with how the mayor, then they na the ballot paper for let Famble them see, and we go to analyze them as well from the screen. So this now how the mayoral candidates ballot paper get for look like, and this now how the ECSL position them. On the top of the first person within the list na Akisoya, then you see Avon. He gets in party symbol there with the right APC. The second person after him, Bangura Jonathan Paul Siddiqui, when an independent candidate with key as in symbol. You get the third person at the ballot paper, when a Barry Sheriff with the NDA party symbol. And then we get the fourth person, when a Conte Kasim with the UDM symbol on the other side and the space for where you go get where family then go get for votes. And then you get Kaba Sise Mariama, where in symbol na broom and na independent candidates. You get Kamara Lillian, where na the number 7 candidates within the ballot paper and in the RUFP party they represent with the RUFP symbol and decide for votes. Then we get Gento, we get Kamara Mohamed Gento, and he gets the SLPP symbol there. And then you get Sankor Ibrahim with the ADP symbol. And then state and say election day na the 24th of June 2023, and it will start from 7 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening. Would they expect say we could done. So this is not a sample of how the mayoral candidates ballot paper get for look like. So fumble them this day all around the social media now, and I believe say the ECSL go get for print them out and post on strategic areas, particularly na centers where then they expect say people then go get for go vote, because normally na so they can do, and we expect say they go do the same thing this year, so that people then go start to get a clue on how the ballot paper get for look like and how the candidates then get for day. So we go on for go straight to the council of them. We now in the next image, we'll go on for show fumble them. You get the Freetown City Council for councillor election. Nobody in face no day, but you get the All People's Congress party name with the party symbol there. Then you get the PDP, and with the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, I beg your pardon, and with the PDP symbol with the day. And then you get the Sierra Leone People's Party, and then with the SLPP symbol within the ballot paper. So for the benefit of reviewers, and we within the Western area, for local council election, na 3 political parties they contest for the Freetown City Council office. In the sense, you get the All People's Congress, the PDP, and the SLPP, and then they run for the Freetown City Council office. So where you go that day, now then normal you go get for C. Now then 3 party symbol layout, party names them. Now in the ECSLC we go get for C. And make you not forget say the voting time on the 24th of June will get for start at 7 a.m. and by 5 p.m. election go done. That is the time where we go done for votes. We want to go to the next one we get for do the members of parliament. Let them see how the ballot paper look like. We were in at the Western area, that's now we were in a Freetown. Now so the ballot paper therefore look like for the parliamentary election. Because we all know say this now a district block system or proportional representation PR system with the votes on. So this particular ballot paper here, some of them now go get for C no political candidates in face, except for the one them in face, I beg your pardon, or the name or candidate's name. except for the independent candidates them. Now there you go see the name, but you no go see face. You get the All People's Congress, the APC party with the symbol day. They no get name of candidates and they no get face for candidates. Then you get Cole Dennis Desmond Frederick in an independence candidate where in your symbol na banana. You get Kanu Ali Sani where in self na independence candidate where in your symbol na key. You get Kaka Abdul where in self na independence candidate and in your symbol na I. You get the National Grand Coalition, NGC party with the symbol day. They no get candidate's name and they no get candidate's face as well. You get the People's Democratic Party, PDP, with the symbol day. They no get face, if Pambulen can see, and they no get political candidate's name. You get Richard Cheney, with an independence candidate, and in symbol na broom, but the face no day na the ballot paper. You get Sise Ahmed Sanusi, himself na independent candidate, where in symbol na handshake. You get the Sierra Leone People's Party, where you get the SLPP symbol within the ballot paper, but no get candidate's name and no face. You get Wicks Thomas Christian, where na independence candidates and your symbol na fish. So this na the party them and the individuals we get for contest for the member of parliament seats then under this PR system na the western area. So fumble them. This already they out now na the public domain in the sense the ECSL don't publish them out, and the people them need for make sure say they try to see how this look like as na so the ballot paper where they go get for go give it that day supposed for look like, because that way they how you see the numbers and then Ezekiel from waiting we they see na the paper the way they the paper the way they put out, you go notice say there is this thing about alphabetical order. This time around I think about alphabetical order in the sense if your surname starts by A, now you they as the first person. If now you want the contest where your surname starts with A. Yeah, and I think that way they didn't do them. So that is why on the mayoral candidates list, we find out say na Madam Akisoya in name, na your face they at the top, and in party as well they at the top.
Yes, I think na one myself I see, na one technical thing that I see. Yes, I think this one now, when it comes to voting the people. Or the people for represent, or the names of within the ballot, I call it the ballot paper. Yeah. You see, then they start with the name of the person in alphabetical order. Yeah. Yes. Even the presidential, parliamentary. When it comes to areas, you say, okay, sorry, the parliamentary and the mayoral. Ballot paper, they start with their names and in an alphabetical order. When it comes to the councillor and the parliamentary now, and the political party, see how alphabetical way they start. You know, that's so you then do them. Yes, you know, say ECSL now then they conduct and then gets different designing.
Exactly.
And as long as they do things within the law, they are free. You know, the only thing the people know want for see them do, now when they go out of within the law, no ask them for do. Yeah. You know, so you go get reform constance they come up. As long as they do them within the law, you know, people themselves not going to say anything. You know, and again, another thing we take notice of is that when it comes to the parliamentarians, we not see any much political parties were represented. You know, from which able to figure out that only 4 political parties now the normal send in candidates. Yes, only 4. And when you check the presidential list, we get up to 11. So that means we don't know what happened with the other party. Now, then they don't want parliamentarian bar, or they don't want councillor, they don't want mayor. Then I just president and anyone. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
If na president someone you want, then it's not possible in this country. This country, when I don't support you, I support you, the councillor I support you, na the parliamentarian, I support you, na the chairmanship, everything I support you. But I don't go support you, I want to vote for a councillor, I begin for another party. So you don't give me 2 options. You know, you don't give me 2 options at the end of the day. And me not go and do so. No go and do so. I vote for this, I go vote for this, I don't want. No. If I start to support you, I support you every side. The councillor, the chairman, or the mayor, it comes to the parliamentarian, and even the president. You know, so that means there's a problem with the smaller political parties. Because we say just 4 out of the many, not just 4 no more interested. What about the others? You know, when it comes to the councillors, of all the 11, not just 3, we are political parties.
Especially in Freetown.
Yes. So like, I don't know what's in the go on with some political parties. You know, well, if Freetown not get upline, you know what thing was better today.
No,
because even the presence now upline, you know much that
it's not gonna be fair.
Yes, you know much. Some of them don't even know the village.
True.
You know, when they see the SRPP, when they see the APC, then they go to the village, remote.
Yeah.
They see them and they go there.
Yeah.
You know, with the motcars, you see them, they struggle the road.
Yeah.
They find them go inside there so that when they come, now they sit of power.
Well, this is now one of the things that me and somebody really get conversation one day.
Okay.
And the person said to me, because, you know, you get them, other journalists, we all always sit down, they discuss. So we monitor so, because you have to make sure, say, they follow both sides, not just they follow one side. Where you follow the SLPP flag bearer, for instance, I mean the incumbent president, you look at the places there where they go campaign. I
tell you.
The side where they go. And then you look at Dr. Samuel Kamara of the APC. You look at the places there where they go for campaign. So he said to me, he said, Empire. He said, then they go now, all the side they are.
Yeah, of course.
He said, then they go far. He said, I saw them say they struggle for get to this side. He said, I wonder why then he wants to make the world salon really develop.
Sure.
You know, he said, I wonder why. He said, because if they're not there in the political scene for quite a long time, he said, they're supposed to know, say, these places they are, then they, and they don't get no development. And, you know, with politicians, not get for the wait for politics step no more for go meet there with people then they. There with people then they deprived from everything. Some village and the way they go they safe. You get for go find optic, you claim they. Or let you get network for make one single call.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Some village and the way most put on at this junction for go to the next village, when I get for work buy foods for each day. Sure. Because the road not appropriate for any vehicular movements.
Yeah.
Themselves they go, then they see that situation there. But again, after election, then they lost funding. Then they lost funding. As much as when they go and campaign so now, after election, they can sit down at the heart of the city and forget say people then they in other parts. So it is better where they can have power than try for develop the lives of those people. You know, it's not easy for them. We know the campaigns, the campaigns could unveil the reality of the country, especially when you follow them. Now, with the advent of social media, and because then someone for sure say, would they really go travel the length and breadth of this country? They put everything live.
Sure.
They put it live. So that's good and page where they discover, say, there are still places in this country we not develop.
Sure, man.
So they really need for do much to them. Tomorrow we go begin ask them. One village there where we been see where you go campaign. You say you struggle for reaching that village there. What you don't do for them?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes these are the questions so for the asking.
Yeah.
After we then go down kind of power.
Yeah.
But that's just an aside. I mean, in the whole aspects of this election, a good thing we will see the ECSL really be engaged. Because today again, I think one of the things that we didn't discuss today, now for see how best they go, they don't identify the means of how they get for the announce the results then.
Yeah.
That's as well they're able for establish talk around how the voting process get for look like, how they plan for structure, the polling, how the polling center get for day, all of these things they explain how the display get for look like in terms of where people then get for the can vote.
Okay.
If there's going to be a computer, how the display go look like, when then display the person card, what's go appear and all that. And some of the other technical rectifications where they need for do. So all of these things put together, and I then call this meeting also today for present them. But a good thing where they finally decide for engage Sierra Leoneans, political parties, I mean, on this particular development so far. All right, family, the program still, they continue, and we, once for the family, know say you voice your opinion matter to this program here. So call to the number where they shown on the screen, or send you text message, or drop your comments now we comment section as we go. Gladly read them out. Like we say, this is not TDN Africa Media, so you know more of the benefits from then we program there. Share the live, so that you go get your colleague them, family members for the benefits from the independent, credible, and unbiased news we they get from TDN Africa Media. The program still they continue, and we they hope for also receive a call from owner, and we notice in our WhatsApp people then they call, and we always ready for take owner call them via WhatsApp as well. Just call and send you text message as we go read them out. Now the program we continue, and we want for go to one of the sensitive topic them we also get for follow up on and investigate. But in the meantime, since like breaking news, we want to see how we go up more spanam while we go to do a follow up investigation on them. We get to do with the headline regarding the foreign.
Yeah, listeners, we got reports say they catch one foreigner where, according to where they interview, glimpse in Nigeria, and it dressed like a arm robber, dressed black, covering face, and when they shot him, they get for meet a pistol, where it gets up to like 15 bullets inside that pistol. And this event happened at Poti, of course, Wellington, in the eastern part of Freetown. And right now, they other police custody for further investigate within really for happen at the end of the day. But like in the process, somebody they actually did far we see him. He appear that kind of dress in the end. When the police engage him, he really tell God thank you, and he also extend thanks to the police, and therefore also tell listeners is it's good that the police do their work and try to focus them then armed robbery cases when they go on at the capital city, you know, and it good like when they mount a checkpoint in that part of the side there, because they get one checkpoint the way they mount at the party there. And from there, they're able to capture, you know, where they do the shouting so from there they're able to capture them. So all these things have to say, in as much as things go wrong, things they make this about the police them, but one way or the other, the police themselves, then they do their work, like look like what happened. So now, this man where they engage and a foreigner. So that means most of the armed robbery issues or cases who get our country, not so like citizens more involved into that.
Yeah.
But we also get some support from international. The one the way they come, say we not to get criminals them way like we country we not to use guns so no more. And we see you get gun, possibly maybe an ex soldier or I could say or something like that kind of issue there. Even though you get some issues where the person not to even soldier before this that they can get gone. But like not too common. Gone not too common in our country. For that we see a foreigner get a pistol, which are important first of all. And what you can do in our country where you not even get legal papers, we are not able to know the legality of that mandate where it claims in Nigeria. But like that's not the news, and we want to see how at the end of the day the police go do the investigation and therefore actually punish if the man guilty, they face the law, something like that, so that this alone don't create a panic to the other one there. Because my friend is a victim where like then this year by Babadori at around 10 to 11 where it come they just see bike and come cut before and boom. The map that they see people come up from the bike, put her under stop, full nef, tell them for just arrest everything you get, or flood everything you get. If he lost his phone by then, he lost other things them in that process. And able to identify them because they dress like a thieves, cover them, then dress like a ninja, cover them face, make everything. So you able to identify them. But thank God he survived from that incident. And just tell God thank you because he been there with something for exchange. That was using phone for exchanging life. Because then he always tell me, say, if man they come for kill or for taking property, so like that may actually happen. He began for survive from the incident, but he lost his phone, he lost, I believe he lost his money and other things when they take from us. So we really tell the police and thank you because themselves they really do their best for able to capture that foreigner with a pistol. We don't know what thing they get for don't do to people them, whether they kill them or whether put them on gunshot and clear them off. But we thank God they're able to intervene and engage the suspects. Yeah.
All right, Famble. Them the programs still they continue, and like we say, that matter we just saw much Panam. It's a matter we they under investigation, and like my colleague say rightly, we get for investigate them and get thoroughly into that particular story and bring we own fact as we go gather them as TD and African media. But we just gladly say you have a security sector. They pay attention to some of these things, all security officers, because sometimes at then checkpoints, them here, what thing can happen there. Myself one net will let out with some of our colleagues them, and we'll get to the checkpoints, the policeman them, now under that way they no more. So now we been there for caution, then say, hey, bro, I know they search we. Say no, we believe say una harmless. We say no, una not supposed to trust nobody. This na net. This they are own and they make them checkpoints there. If not for search, una search thoroughly. Because you never can tell what somebody they pass with. The smartest looking person go be the smartest criminal way you not even know. So you get for make sure say you always investigate as you turn up and then checkpoints then they for investigate. So we sensitize them that particular night. And then say, oh no, these guys now different people that we meet up so. But 2-2-2-2, if then checkpoint then they during the night, is very, very important. Because, like you say rightly, you get so many bad things where they happen at this country right now.
Yeah.
When you talk to seasoned journalists, them according to certain investigations, it don't happen. Like the drug they waiting at this country, now foreigners they bring and come in. Now foreigners, now they're the lead, them for them in there as well.
Yeah.
And if we don't begin to get foreigners, then they arrest them with unregistered or unlicensed weapons. It's a call for concern. Because I don't begin to read the next thing I will say, just like we push boss in the country. Who count them, who not count them, we just don't left past story now, the young people in the country, just the language.
Yeah.
And now, if we don't begin to get foreigners being arrested with unregistered and unlicensed guns, waiting the future role for this country.
Sure.
So the police, the security sector, therefore be really, really vigilant at this time. They therefore be vigilant. Because during the time we don't know who they can at the country, waiting and they carry it, waiting at them plan. So then security intelligence will make una the plants, then checkpoints, then at various locations during the night. Let them be useful. And also, the main checkpoint then for to the city, especially the mile 38 checkpoints. Let's get for be robust. Because then on the only two way people then go see them report say them catch na jamba. But then they catch kush.
One day.
They know they one day catch Monday with kush. And a lot of other illegal things that they pass through that checkpoint there. All in the me and you know what's in the happen.
Sure.
So checking for the happen and then checkpoints then they. So checking for happen. Like we say no more, we go follow up on this one we get to do this piece to so and gather our own story and we fact then we surrounding this particular story and come with some. But it is very important that these checkpoints go to do the thorough searchings so that we not go end up land with a problem because one particular officer say let them just bend their hand behind the window, let them just pass the hand window no more. We left them, let them go. No. Once it don't pass the term, when I think say there is a security concern right now in the country, anybody who they pass through there will then they wanna search the person, let the person patient and wait say wanna do it wanna job.
Yeah.
Because eventually when they do a job with the hope for protect lives and property.
Sure.
Because if we not protect lives and properties, anything happen in this country, now in the security sector, and then go end up for blame. So in a job, it's a good one. The police that will discover this, or the security people that will discover this, we want to say plenty thank you to una and una make sure say una follow and to the letter. Because on several occasions, they get foreigners where they come, they go against the laws, but where it come for let them face justice, then can just get them way out of it. And we're not going to see that kind of situation there. Therefore, investigate the matter well. If now unlawful possession of armed dandy, let the person face the consequences. Who say pull them back against if for even tell we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there are more of it in this country as well.
Exactly.
So them for really look at that. All right, family, them want for take this time out for look at the first set of text messages inside the program. We get I set a D2 we say this was too late ECSL. I call them ECSPP. Well, me no know what the person mean by that. And then I set 2 D2 again say SSPP are doing too much, but PPRC will not say anything. If it's APC, they will come out soon to say something. This is not fair at all. Well, I think say we don't talk about dancing and they say PPRC for they just pull out press release after way actions happen during or way something be done by an opposition person. Exactly. But therefore they react as well. And then you don't want for let them begin to see them as being impartial or as an institution we don't already take sides. And then we get Reginald Georgestone, one of we all-time viewers, always there online for the watch current events. He said, "Good afternoon, gents. Could you confirm whether Alpha Khan and Victor Fo were involved in a road accident? Well, pass where we are here, so.
No, well,
me, I don't know. Pass where me are here.
No,
so.
me area.
Okay.
And I think it is true, but we actually don't know now the status whether the accident severe, or like that myself gets from other sources to say they're actually involved into accident, and yes, so like for the two people, Tofo and Alpha Khan, it's like the accident more severe to Khan and Alpha Khan than the Victor Fo. The Fo look more better than Alpha Khan. Yes, okay. But like it happened that somebody tell me say they're involved into accident.
Okay.
But like we don't know right now the current state of health whether save the day in the country or out of the country, because some rumors say they go say Alpha Khan don't fly him out in Ghana, and but since Victor Fo in better, maybe we go hear him soon. We talk to me. But like I think at this moment me understand, you know.
All right, Mr. Reginald George, Ronald, I beg your pardon, Ronald George Stone again. Say there are videos going around young men being shot and that of a police officer. Can you confirm that if that is true? Can we confirm if that is true? I think say this now not a news way in just the
yes. Well, I don't know the place which Regina they talk about. But yes. They talk about. I don't know the place, but me self see a kind of video we are in. They allow the police boss will allow one of a police for fire. You know, we see that video, but I don't actually know. Maybe in a story we will follow up and see, but me don't see that video there.
Yes, well, we will try for confirm that day with the police.
Yeah.
For see, because if you get for do with a police officer for shoot a young man, then they out of the way. It's not supposed to happen at this time, and it's not supposed to happen at any given time. Everybody get the rights for leave. But we'll go follow up with the police for make we know how true is that allegation and waiting they don't do so far with regards to that as a police media, as a police institution. Ronald Georgetown again said, gentlemen, it is all about choice. Everyone is entitled to choose who they want. That is their right. Like you said, you will stick to one party, but someone else might differ. So it's a matter of choice. Yes, of course. Want to say thanks to Ronald and Aisatu for where una don't be we top texters so far in the program. And we'll continue with the program, and like Ronald in last message, I think we'll get one on Facebook. My colleague go read and
yes.
Quickly.
This now from Zito Global Trend. It's a great work following you live from Sunshine Valley Hill Station, Freetown. All right, so we thank you, Zito, for that.
Thank you, Zito.
Yeah.
I mean, Hill Station. Now, for make the Hill Station know about TD and African media,
exactly.
Tell them, say, look, the only side where you go able to get the facts, independent, credible, and unbiased news, just log on to TDN Africa Media. Tell them about current events. Tell them about Salon Talk. Tell them about Breakfast Show. And also refer them to the official social media handles. We did now all the social media handles. We did YouTube, we did Facebook, we did TikTok. All the side and normal ways Sierra Leoneans then come on with the stream live na them platform then they on this program here, especially on Facebook and on YouTube. Just have shared live so that you could get people them follow TDN Africa Media. We want to say plenty thank you to you for where you follow TDN Africa Media from that side of the city.
Yeah, yes. And I think we miss him gladly. Whether we get somebody for follow with price from Hill Station. You know, say now, I think he always refer Hill Station as money man place there.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I believe say
exactly.
And Tito go there with him. They go sit down and find chair, the colevi, they watch me,
exactly,
and the cool breeze, the meet them, you know.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I love that place. So thank you so much, and also help for share this link so that the people in Hill Station they will feel with programs, you know. So don't forget for tell them say we get a trusted media, we're not TDN Africa Media. And just share the link and then go follow it. So this program is so now they come every day from Monday to Friday, 1 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock. They bring till the way they happen.
1 o'clock afternoon, I beg your pardon.
Okay, 1 o'clock afternoon. Sorry. So we talk about till the way they happen currently, and just like we can updates them now, you know,
yeah. All right, family, we still they continue, and then we want to look at Mr. Mohamed Kone in response. You go on for start with that headline day.
Yeah, you know, say there is a rumor where they go and say election not get for rights, election not get for rights. They get for change the date, they get for change this date because of so reason. You know, with the Sierra Leoneans, they really talk, social media especially. But finally, the boss don't can answer say, or the actual Sierra Leoneans say, the elections not go change. The date still stand, 24 June 2023, and they go conduct the elections. So, for them or Sierra Leoneans or listeners who they listen to TDN Africa Media, the boss don't confirm say, the elections not change at all. The dates not change, the dates still stand, and nothing not go do them. And now the date standing for the elections, and let me not go with the rumor say they get for change the dates. As of now, the date 24 June 2023, now election time. So let me prepare for go vote. But one thing we say at the end of the day, it talks say there are some institutions that they address the issue concerning election. You know, say now based on the issue there, the people they advocate, in other words, they advocate for change of date. For no more than say they address first, then problems there.
Yeah.
And I think that's one reason why people they raise the alarm, say, may they change the date for election, may they not go vote, may they do this. You know, because the issues where people they talk about surrounding the elections, ECS no agree for address the youth. But thank God where Mr. Mohamed Kone don't kind of assure we say the dates not still change and then continue for address the issue that surrounding the election.
Yeah, well, you see, now one of the things in this way we can always say, you see, those assumptions begin to shoot up, especially where ECSL begin to dig foot past certain things.
Yeah.
So automatically, you don't give them one then chance. We want for believe say they for postpone the election, for get the zeal for continue for misinform people and say election or get for rights. Where we all know say even the political parties, they all don't sign up to this election also. The political parties then get them PPLC meeting where the political parties liaison committee. Where then they meet with TCSL, then sign documents then just they sign document there. So if the political parties are participating in all of the activities where the ECSL they call them to, now indication say the election the right. But again, because the ECSL being failed for the do these engagements where them they get with political parties publicly, it can for create a scene like say this election not get for right. This election the right. People still the party then still they call for registration and voter register. This election still the right. Some people still not able to collect the voter ID card there yet. This election still the right. we still not able for get confirmation yet as to how many people don't really collect their voters ID card. Sure. So these questions pop up as a result of the baby step where ECSL want for take on issues where them before done with long time. So again, the ECSL late or can respond to me. Secondly, them for no say any doubts in this election and then cause them. Because the people they look forward to them for be very transparent in all their dealings. Nobody not expect them for look like somebody that would already take side in the election without we not vote yet. Sure. Everybody they hope for see them for be very independent in all their dealings, and that they're supposed to do. Sure. But it is a good thing where they don't come back and clear the ear. And then for they do their engagement there also with political parties live, just like what they do so today. When they engage the political parties, the media the people and they see, social media don't share. So we all go get confidence now, say, okay, transparency don't begin the show. The ECSL they engage, the ECSL they consult, the ECSL they ask. I mean, these are the things where them people don't do long term. But anytime what the ECSL want make like I say in a favor that they do the people of this country, I mean you will get the people of this country for begin doubts their credibility. Sure. And you go get the people of this country for begin doubts the possibilities of things. Now that they clear the ear and they don't begin to do an open engagement with the political parties, the people get every reason for believe say the 2023 June 24 election, they right. And everybody go to work towards that. And therefore also make sure say, and Sky for make, they one day we not get a voter's ID card yet. They one day we they're supposed to rectify them problems for the registration. Therefore don't do them before we they go vote. Sure. Because you don't want for disenfranchise anybody. You want everybody for exercise them franchise. Then they are a civic duty, and people then forgo through without they not get any hassle on the way. It is rather unfortunate the voters' ID card then come that way, but in all day in the people they're making. Therefore, sort them out and make sure say the people then get a voters' ID card before they go vote, or the other mechanisms where they don't put in place. Therefore, make sure say not be a mechanism we go come put stress on people them on that day we then go get for can vote. Fumble them today we want for keep the program 1 hour 30 minutes, so we almost want for round up now, and we want for tell plenty thank you for we not only watch the program current event. We go there so back tomorrow for discuss the thing that we go to happen now with country and across the country. Now forget say you self you view matter. TDN Africa Media then I also always feel free for updates on things that way they happen at your community or situations where you no say get credibility for law we investigate and report them. We will gladly do so as we then I also observe the grassroots. We want for keep people informed, entertained, and as well educate people then. Don't forget to follow all the social media, handle them, and as well follow we other programs them with the now social media handle. Like we say, we get a breakfast show where they start 8:30 every morning, and then we get Salon Talk where they start 10 o'clock a.m. every morning, and then we get the good afternoon program we will call current events. And also you go then at your lunch now, you enjoy waiting to happen. Yes. You go then at your office, you get the latest of waiting to happen. You go then at your house, you go then at your motoka, any side. Just make sure say you subscribe to this channel and share the live. One for say plenty thank you. Mina AMADU S-Bar they say enjoy the rest of your day and tata for now.
Mina EZEKIEL KOROMA. Thank you for watching.
Now the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, feds not to option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see vote without violence. Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country. We for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not an option. During this election, we don't want no tribal division. All we want for see.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say.
Vote without violence.
Vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
Till the end they say. All we want for
Vote
sin.
without violence.
All we want for sin.